How you doing, watch nerds? I hope everybody out there is doing fantabulous. On deck today, I have an absolute surprise. I was snooping around the interwebs and came across this watch, which just happens to be made by a brand that is one of my favorites. Now, I reached out to the guy. He happened to be local. We started talking. He actually follows the channel. So he offered me just a stupid deal, which I couldn't turn up. So I'm officially a Zinner. Here it is. Check this out. Now this is the 556A. Why A? Because of the Arabic numerals on the dial. The 556I, on the other hand, I stands for indices. So it's just indices. Couple other slight differences between the two, actually. Now, the main differences are, other than the numerals and indices, is the dial itself. On this one here, on the A, it's a flat black dial, whereas on the I, it's actually a high gloss dial. The other big difference is the position and size of the date window. On this guy here, it's at 4:30, and on the I, it's at 3 o'clock, and bigger and much easier to see. The date window on this one is a lot smaller and harder to see, that's for sure. However, they did adjust the angle of the date wheel so that when you look at it, everything is straight on rather than at that rotated angle that you would normally see. They do also have an RS version of both of these, which just simply has a red seconds hand. Size and specs. Well, we have here a sapphire sandwich. Case is 38.5 across. Thickness is 11 millimeters. Lug width is 20 millimeters. Lug to lug is a handsome 45.5 millimeters. All satin brushed case and H-link bracelet with Allen wrench adjustments for the links. I'll show you that a little bit later. Now, the beating heart of this German beauty is a top grade chronometer equivalent Sellita SW200. It is anti-magnetic, 4 Hertz, runs at 28.8, has a 38-hour power reserve. So all of that is just right on the money. And besides the warranty card and the booklet, the watch also came with the extra links and the Allen wrenches to adjust the bracelet, like I was mentioning earlier. Now, if you look here, you actually have little Allen bolts, one on either side. Now, it can be a little finicky to get this sized, but it's actually a really good system after you get used to it. It also came with all the plastic and even a little tube of Sinn thread lock. So when you get the size just right, use the thread locker and it's not moving. It even comes with a little tool. One side you have a spring bar tool, and on the other side you have a screwdriver. Why a screwdriver? I don't know. It must be a German thing. Now, one of the things I haven't mentioned so far, and this actually falls into the Y category, it comes with a diver's extension. It's not a diver's watch by no means, but okay. I guess that's handy. I would have preferred something, more of an on-the-fly adjustment myself, but still a very nice clasp. Maybe a little too big for the watch, but works quite well. It's a little bit noisy, surprisingly, but very comfortable. Now, I've only had this for a day, but I'm really liking it. I am going to be moving it on, surprisingly. However, this kind of reminds me of another watch I've seen recently. I wonder if I have one kicking around here. Ta-da! There it is. I bet you guys knew this was coming. Take a look at that. Now, honestly, I'm going to say I prefer my date wheel. I know that one is corrected to be looking straight, but it is so damn hard to see. I much prefer mine. Now, these watches aren't even that dissimilar in size and shape and everything else. Other than mine is bead blasted, this one is all satin brushed. But the case sizes are relative, let's say. Not too terribly far out. Well, my case is a 42, whereas this is a 38. You would never notice that because the dial on the Sinn is so much bigger. I wish they would have went with a smaller clasp like on mine. Honestly, mine could probably do with a bigger clasp, and the Sinn could probably do with a smaller clasp, honest. That's the way I see it. But other than that, I'm pretty happy. I've got a couple other, bones to pick. Like the minute hand doesn't reach all the way out to the minute track, and the second hand barely touches it. I wish the hands were a little bit bigger, and I definitely wish that they had loomed their seconds hand. Running beautifully on the Timegrapher. I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised. I have seen a couple other videos where the beat error is surprisingly high on one of these watches where I know they're very well regulated from factory. Well, I'll leave you with a loom shot, and y'all let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think of this watch. If anybody owns one, give me your opinions on it. I do believe, I know this is going to be moving on, so keep watch for it on my eBay page, and you might be the next owner.